That's nice. I probably wouldn't have done it quite like that, but if you wanted me to... Oh, yeah, I can totally invade your dreams if I want. No, that dream was all you. I only stepped in to watch, and it was one hell of a show. You have a really active and good imagination. To the point that I'm almost sorry I woke you up. I would have loved to see how the dream ended. Oh well, maybe next time. There will absolutely be a next time. This isn't the first dream you've had of me, or the last one. You're a terrible liar, Hunter. Your face goes completely red, and you have trouble keeping eye contact. Your heart rate is also going so fast it sounds like a wild drum from where I stand. Get up. I don't have all night to waste on you. I've got to go out and feed. Get up. I don't like to repeat myself more than once, especially when I'm hungry. It makes me extremely impatient and irritable. So do it, or I'll leave you down here to rot. Good Hunter. Now, I'm going to unhook your chains from the wall, and you'll be coming with me upstairs, but you will be wearing this beautiful custom-made harness every step of the way, just so I can make sure you don't try anything stupid like an attack or an escape. I tend to reserve this harness for my special guests, but it'll work for you too, my little pet. I don't care if you don't like me calling you pet. I also don't care if you don't want to wear it, though you will wear it. If you want to see anything outside of this basement ever again, that is. You do want to see outside of this basement, don't you? Good. Cheer up. It's quite comfortable after you get over your need to have control, which these straps and buckles definitely don't provide or allow. Hell, you may even grow to love wearing it once you learn to just let me take the lead. Remember that dream you just had? Never say never, Hunter. You look adorable. Almost done. All right, that's it. Sorry there's no mirror for you to see what I'm seeing, but this collar around your neck is attached to a long strap that goes down your spine. That's the coldness you feel through your shirt. It has metal buckles. And your wrists, those are also attached to that strap. The handcuffs have buckles on them too, though I'm sure you can feel that since they rest right against your lower back. Not a lot going on in the front, but I did choose this design. It's kind of my own personal brand on you. So, pet, you're all bound. How do you feel? Well, then you're going to absolutely hate this part. What else did you think was going to happen when I've been calling you pet and just put something with a collar on you? Oh, stop being a baby. It's just a leash. Now the crawling is optional, but preferred. Ugh, you're no fun. Well, you better make sure to keep up then. You wouldn't want me to tug so hard on the leash you're brought to your knees. Follow me. Is it hard for you to walk? You were sitting and shackled since last night. Good. You deserve every ache and pain shooting through your muscles right now. I'm not heartless, but I also have no regrets when I'm the one who was crossed first. I hope you enjoyed your quick tour. Not that it's your first time seeing these parts of my home with your invasion of my privacy and all, but I guess it might be a bit different under these circumstances. You know, with me actually being home and giving you a walkthrough. Anyway, sit. Hunter, I'm starving, and you are working my last nerve. Sit. Or I can just entrance you and speed it up. It's much easier for me. And while I don't mind a challenge, I have things to do tonight. Sit now. Good little pet. Anyway, as you know, there's no need for me to eat human food, but considering I have a human in my home and I tend to keep a few around here and there to play with, I made you something to hold you over until tomorrow. Take a look. Of course, I can cook. You don't think I've lived long enough to explore different hobbies and attempt to master them all? You humans are so predictable with your vampire stereotypes. I bet you think I'm allergic to garlic too, right? Yeah, no. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I'll have to feed you since your hands are bound behind your back. Unless you want to eat straight off the plate like a cute little puppy or kitten, whichever you prefer. Lighten up. You would think you're the one that's lived for centuries and seen it all. Sheesh. Open your mouth. No, it's not poisoned. If I decided to end you, it'd be a long, torturous process I'd make sure to enjoy. Poison would be too quick and easy. Not to mention I'm not a fan of vomit. Open. Good, right? I'm just full of surprises. Do you want more, pet? Say please. It's the rule. I like manners, and you're in my home. You know you're starving. Just use your words kindly. Good pet. Here. What do you say? Oh, almost had it. I told you I like to play with my food. No, this isn't exactly what I meant, but it's part of the fun. I'm going to keep feeding you, but you're going to answer my questions. So, who sent you to me? Come on, Hunter. I'm being gracious. I've let you into my home. I'm feeding you a delicious home-cooked meal while I'm sitting here with an empty stomach. The least you can do is be honest. Again, I could just entrance you, but I'm giving you the option to tell me. And if you lie, I'll be able to hear your heartbeat quicken, so don't even bother with that. You don't want this fork in your thigh, or to be protruding from your neck, right? No, 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 no. So, no one sent you. That's the truth, I can tell. Then why have you been following me for 4 months? Look at it this way. I'm going to get the truth one way or another. Would you rather I invade your mind and pull the answers out, along with a couple of other things, like some secrets maybe? Or would you prefer to welcome me in? Because either way, I'm getting in there. That's more like it. Go on. Your father had me on a what? Is that what hunters do these days? Make hit lists for their offsprings to tally off after they train them to hunt and kill vampires? Wow, so I was right about the daddy issues and you coming from a hunter. That wasn't predictable at all. Of course I'm judging. I just don't get how someone could have children and force them into a life of stalking and staking instead of letting them revel in the best years of their lives. That's where you're wrong. You tell yourself he did you a favor by exposing you to that, but you can't deny there's a part of you that resents him for stealing your best years. Oh no? How many times were you allowed to play outside with others in the summer? Or make snow angels in the winter? Do you remember coloring, watching cartoons? Did you get presents for Christmas or tools and lessons? Now, tell me how many times you spent at his side, watching, hunting, slaying. And we're the ones who are called monsters, assumed to be void of emotions. Seems like humans are just as bad, if not worse. You can't really believe that. Oh, my little pet's all mad now because I'm telling you the truth you've always tried to push away. Fighting to get out of that is useless. But carry on. Between that and your defensiveness, you're like a feral animal that just needs taming. And it looks like you're in the perfect place to be domesticated, pet. What's that? What did you say? What did you say? Don't ever say that name again. Who told you that? I never mentioned anything even remotely close to that in my journal or anywhere else. Who told you that? Of course. Out of all the vampires I've known that you've slayed, that's the one I would never mourn. Don't be stupid. I would never entrust a vampire, let alone a younger one, with such details of my life. She only knew about my time with that hunter because of her mother. Her mother who set me up to be slayed by the hunter. Why do you care? I'm supposed to believe you care. You don't. You mentioned it to get under my skin. when you know good and well there are plenty of other ways to get there. You've even dreamed about them. No, you don't care. You're just obsessed with me and my life and my kind and what I can do to you, how I can make you feel. And you bring this up in my home, at my dinner table, after I serve you food and I poke at your pathetic little daddy issue wounds. Because you want the upper hand. You thought bringing up how I once stupidly fell for a hunter and was betrayed by that hunter, nearly resulting in my true death, was going to somehow empower you. But do you feel empowered, Hunter? Right now, with your hands bound behind your back, a leash dangling from your neck, your limbs aching and your body shaking, do you still feel empowered? Yes? Bravo. You're a tough one, huh? I grow to like you more by the minute. I might even want to keep you. I'll give you credit. It did catch me off guard that you know about my love life, if that's what you even want to call it at this point, and it was quite bold of you to surprise me with that when you know I could snap you in 2 seconds. Even now, when everything in you is showing fear and weakness and your circumstances are absolutely dire, your spirit is intact. You still claim to feel powerful. That means that your dignity is still there. You bend, like I told you you would, but you don't break. Good for you. But to throw out information you think you know about who I am as leverage, my weakest time, my biggest regret, as if that's going to make me curl into a corner and regress into that sad little vampire from all those years ago. Nice try. Here's a piece of solid advice, though. Don't attempt to act like you know me because you know this, or maybe even a few other things about my earlier years. I'm not that person anymore. And you'd be wise to remember that before you try to prey on a weakness I no longer have. A weakness that died with the person responsible for it. And let me get real close to tell you this. That hunter died by my own hand for trying to drive a stake through my heart. The same exact heart that loved them dearly. Now, another valuable piece of advice I'm going to remind you of is you also should never piss off a hungry vampire. Well, because I've changed my mind about going out to eat. Why would I leave the house to feed when I have a perfectly good blood bag right in front of me? And you've managed to annoy me. What I'm essentially saying, Hunter, is I've fed you, and it's time for you to feed me.